Greetings from God, from the Arcturians and Arcturian 144 here. Late Talat Hussein's spirit has been around me and is here with me still, and is letting me know that Sajjad Salim has questions regarding Prophet Muhammad and Aisha, and also Hadika Kayani has questions too. And I've been getting this message about you guys for quite some time now. And I just keep getting this message that you have questions. So why are you not asking them? Because you're scared. And how is that going to help you? Now, of course, I know why you're scared. And why you're scared of asking questions, even. And I understand. We understand. But I'm also thinking right now, are you Muslims scared of the truth too? Because what will happen when you Muslims will actually find out the truth about all of it? Maybe you're scared of the truth too, because what will the truth do to your false religious programming and everything you've been taught and conditioned with and programmed with since childhood, since birth, since childhood? You know, all that false religious conditioning and programming will shatter when you find out the truth. And then what? How are you going to live with the truth? Or let me rephrase that. How are you going to live without your false religious conditioning and programming that you are so used to, that you are so familiar with, that you are so comfortable with? How you're going to live without your false religious programming, and how you're going to live with the truth, because you're so used to and comfortable with your false religious programming. So how are you going to live with the truth? Maybe you're scared of that too. Let me make it a bit easier for you Muslims. Your false religious programming and all the lies are coming from Jinn Iblis and his human minions for the last 1400 years or so, for the last 1400 years or so, since the physical death of Prophet Muhammad. So, your false religious programming and all the lies are coming from Jinn Iblis and his human minions. And the truth will come from and is coming from Prophet Muhammad and Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha now. Because we're back here now. So, I suppose you have a choice to make. You have free will, because God's given you free will. God has given human beings free will. So, you Muslims have a choice to make. Do you want to keep following the false religious programming and lies coming from Jinn Iblis and his human minions, or do you want to follow Prophet Muhammad and Aisha, Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha? Who do you want to follow? It's as simple as that at this point. When we are going through Judgment Day, which is Qiyamah or Qayamat time for Muslims. So, it's up to you to make that choice. Do you want to keep following the false religious programming and lies coming from Jinn Iblis and his human minions, or do you want to follow your Prophet, Prophet Muhammad, and Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha? Who do you want to follow now? When we are back here with the truth, do you want to keep living a lie, or do you want to follow the truth? Do you want to follow Jinn Iblis, or do you want to follow Prophet Muhammad and Aisha? Who do you want to follow? Choose. And please, whatever questions you have regarding Prophet Muhammad and Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha, and or regarding heaven and that sort of thing, or regarding, the religion Islam, please send me an email and send me your questions. Okay? And then I will answer your questions, and we will answer your questions. Prophet Muhammad and I will answer your questions. Because if you want to find out the truth, and if you want answers, you are going to have to engage with me, with us, in a constructive manner, and you are going to have to ask your questions. We are encouraging you to ask questions because we know that you've been programmed to believe that asking questions is a sin, especially when it comes to the religion of Islam and Prophet Muhammad, etc. And we keep telling you that it's not a sin. Again, that's just more false religious programming and lies coming from Jinn Iblis and his human minions that you Muslims have been programmed with. So when are you going to start breaking this false religious programming and lies in your own lives? Now that you are being given the chance to find out the truth about it all. Through me, through us, through Prophet Muhammad himself, through Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha. So ask, please, ask your questions. Send me an email and ask me, ask us, Prophet Muhammad and I. Ask us. Write down your questions in an email and send me an email with your questions. Send us an email with your questions and we will answer your questions. Okay? Because as I keep repeating myself, unless you start engaging with me, unless you start engaging with us in a constructive manner, and unless you start asking questions, we're not going anywhere. And you're not going to find out the truth about all of it. About Prophet Muhammad, about Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha, about the religion of Islam, whatever questions you have about heaven, how to get to heaven, whatever questions you have in your minds that you're just sitting there for months now, because I've been getting this message about you for months now. I just didn't say anything because I was just giving you the time to get yourselves ready to send me an email and ask your questions. But I guess you're just gonna keep sitting there, keep wondering about things in your own heads. Keep your questions to yourselves when you should be asking those questions, when you should be putting those questions in front of me, in front of us, in front of Prophet Muhammad and Aisha, so we can answer them. Because how else are you going to find out the truth? If you're not going to ask the questions you want to ask, how are you going to find out the truth? And as I said, maybe you're scared of finding out the truth even, because then all of your false religious programming will shatter. And so how will you live with the truth? Because you are so used to and familiar with and comfortable with living a lie for 1400 years now, for 1400 years or so now. So how will you live with the truth? Because you're not used to the truth. You're not familiar with the truth. You're not comfortable with the truth, because the truth is going to be something new, and it will be a change that Muslims are not really ready for. But this change is inevitable now that we're back. So you can't keep avoiding this change. I mean, I guess you can, because you've been avoiding this change for however long now, because you won't even come in and ask the questions that you have. So I guess that is you avoiding that change. But that change is still inevitable. Just the fact that you've been watching me and you've been watching us, and the fact that you have questions now, even if you're keeping those questions to yourselves because you're too scared. You're all too scared. And okay, all right, we understand. But this is the choice you have to make. Are you going to sit there scared and not ask the questions you have and just keep living a lie for the rest of this lifetime, for the rest of your lives, and then die? And then what's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to your souls after you die in this lifetime, when we're going through Judgment Day, Qayamat for Muslims, which is Qiyamah or Qayamat for Muslims. So what's going to happen to you when you die? What's going to happen to your souls when you die in this lifetime, while we're going through Judgment Day, while we're going through Qiyamah or Qayamat? What's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to your souls if you don't ask those questions, and if you don't try and find out the truth? What's going to happen to you? What's going to happen to your souls when you die in this lifetime? Those are questions too, aren't they? And do you not want to know about that either? Do you want to die without knowing about the fate of your souls once you die in this lifetime? Is that what you want to do? Now that you've found us, now that we're back, and now that we can help you with that, your free will choice. All I can do and all we can do is keep encouraging you to come and connect with us, to come in and ask your questions so we can answer them. Because unless you have the courage, or unless you pluck up the courage to ask the questions you want to ask, we cannot answer your questions. Because I know you probably want me to just keep reading your mind and then just give you the answers that you need. But then that's not fair on me. That's not fair on us. That's not fair on Prophet Muhammad and Aisha. Do you understand? Because that's one-sided. That's unfair on us, that you don't even want to come and connect with us. You don't even want to come and talk to us. You don't even want to come and engage with us in a constructive manner. But and the fact that you don't even want to acknowledge me and acknowledge us and acknowledge our existence. Can you pause for a second and think, how does that make me feel? How does that make us feel? How does that make Prophet Muhammad and Aisha feel? How would Prophet Muhammad and Aisha feel about that? That, oh, you just want us to read your mind and give you the answers you need, but you don't even want to come in and connect with us. You don't even want to, acknowledge our existence because you're too scared to even do that. But you want us to just give you what you need from us. Isn't that a bit selfish and unfair? On us, on me, on us. And is that how you want to treat me? Is that how you want to treat us? Your own prophet and your prophet's wife, Aisha? Is that how you want to treat us? Is that how you want to keep treating us? Just think about it. And, yes, you can think about yourselves, but maybe it's time you thought about us too, that you had some consideration for me and for us too. Instead of only thinking about yourselves and what you want and what you need and what you're scared of. And yes, as I said, we understand your fears. But aren't you supposed to manage your fears? And this is why this channel is not going anywhere, because people are too scared to even talk to me, to even talk to us, to even engage with me, to even engage with us. That's why this channel is not going anywhere. And it won't until you people, especially you Muslims watching us, pluck up the courage to start engaging with us and come connect with us. My personal email is in the description below. We can do this in private if you want. But when it comes to things like the religion of Islam and Prophet Muhammad and Prophet Muhammad's wife Aisha and telling the truth about it all, now I don't have to say your names. I can keep your names private. But if your questions are the kind of questions which would actually help benefit others watching as well, then yes, I would actually like to answer those questions here on my platform. But again, you have the choice. If you just want to come and engage with me and with us in private, then we can do that too. And I've already told you that previously. But if you just want to sit there like scaredy cats for the rest of your lives and then die, and then you don't even know what's going to happen to your souls after you die in this lifetime, when it's Judgment Day times, which is Qiyamah or Qayamat for Muslims, then I can't help you. We cannot help you like that. If you want us to help you, you need to help us. It's like help us help you kind of thing. if you know what I mean. So please, send me an email and send me your questions, and we will answer your questions. It's as simple as that. I hope you all take care and stay safe, and we'll talk to you later. Over and out.